Number 5 is consider approval of the Marion County Little League Program funding request. That's another annual contribution that we get.
Has it always been 500?
Yeah, motion.
About 300. It's in your packet. There's about 300 kids. 340 children took part in it last year. So it's also a large group of kids.
Did you get a second? No, I said you get a second.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Bash?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Quayle?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 8 is just Kay, the last couple of months has received some kennels from Bull County Animal Shelter up there that are really nice. Kay and Stanley and a couple inmates went and picked those up, and it'll be a great asset to our existing animal shelter. So I just want to thank Bull County for donating those to us. They're building a new shelter up there, and these were all in pretty good shape, my understanding. Yeah, so I would like to just thank them for that. That was a big donation they made to us. Item number 9 is department reports. Jimmy does have a report in your packets. Anybody got any questions for Jimmy? Or
add on building out there, it should be done much with the transfer station. I'd like to look into getting another dump truck, spreader and plow on it. We got one that's 22 years old. Rusty, pretty good.
It's got 200 and some miles on.
Some guy's supposed to come down Tuesday, get with me about the prices and stuff, so I'll let y'all know next week.
Jimmy Jackie Wicker tell you 22 years ain't very old.
He ain't worked very hard.
Be sure to get that in the paper.
Thank y'all.
the other day, it looks real good out there. It's going to give the guys a lot more room to be able to eat their dinner, and a lot more comfortable place to.
Mess out there.
Yeah,
I know you still got an issue with the road signs disappearing, and some of them were put up Friday again, and they're already gone. Can we buy him some cameras he can put in some of his trouble areas, battery operated, if we could prosecute a couple? We're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on these signs.
We had a camera somewhere along the line, didn't we? I know we did.
the one on
Regular animal cameras.
Just
Could you
deer
motion
cameras.
Dry Fork. Every time I go down there, that sign's laying down. I know I talked to Jimmy about it this morning. It's down again. He said he put it up Friday. So, I mean.
It takes 2 people every Friday, all day long.
You know what other counties are doing? They have the same problem we're having in Washington, Nelson. Maybe need to see if they've got a better idea than what we're doing. I don't know. It seems like it's not working very well.
Dry Fork is definitely, yeah.
We need to catch them
Try
and do something with them. We'll turn Lisa loose on them.
You all found a whole bunch of them once, Jimmy, didn't you, when you went into the house? I'm talking about Jimmy.
What's that?
Didn't you all find a bunch of them once when you went into somebody's house? Like I said, a year or two ago?
We have in the past years. It's been a while since we found it.
Yeah.
A lot of
Some of the more popular names are worse than,
Yeah.
they don't stay up 2 or 4 days. At one time, they had an issue, it was just said if somebody wants one, come by there for $5, they'd make them one, but nobody took it. It's a whole lot more fun to steal them, I guess, so they just steal them.
they cost more now than $5.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about
Yeah.
several years ago.
no matter who it is.
Well, they push them down with a bump or something, don't they? I see some in my area, that land kind of flat looking all the way down.
I don't understand it, but they do. I know Dry Fork would be a good place to put a camera. Every time I've been down there, it's been laying down, so.
You wanna get 2 or 3, and then Jimmy said he'd put up 1 or 2?
Jimmy's got some. Let's try that and see what it does.
Other lanes and other, can't keep it up.
That's the name.
Didn't we have a camera?
Yeah,
Guys,
change
we
the
had a
name.
camera somewhere.
We We had one
Somebody
here.
stole it.
When they stole the signs?
Don't matter who
We
it
had one
is.
up on Scotch Ridge on that lookout one time. You remember that?
One up, I think.
We had one at Scotch Ridge.
We had one, we don't, Jimmy's hadn't gone, the one at Scotch Ridge? Is the one at Scotch Ridge, is it?
Well, the game camera you've taken down, but I'm gonna bring the others up tonight anyway too. Because they've actually stole the 2 surveillance signs we put up that, you know, they stole one night and I come through the next morning to the farm and the other one's gone. So, they're not only writing on the wall, they've stole our signs up there as well. So, I am gonna use some of my community project money for some cameras up there, so.
We had looked, we had some prices, we just had
Yeah, I've got all of it right here, so.
That was in my district. I just stayed up there a couple of nights. It's not my district.
You come help me out.
I helped you out, go help him out.
That's right.
Pass it on, Steve.
All right.
Thank you, Jimmy, appreciate it. I know the building looks good out there, it really does.
Yeah.
The other one's tore down, you got it, the other one.
Oh, you got, they gotta come and give you, you got some specs on your truck, or they gonna come and see
We're
what,
gonna come down to Houston, we're
y'all work it out?
I'll get back to y'all next week.
All right, thanks a lot, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I need approval on the, Marion County Middle School Youth Softball team. We'd like to clean up 10 miles of road at $100 per mile. That the zoning passed, and, we have the money to approve that.
Motion to approve.
Second. Mr. Masters.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
Mr. Quayle.
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
And Sharon Browning's report, her and Mike Robinson's putting the final touches on the mapping, so he can publish a really good current map. There was a couple of road names that we couldn't locate in the minutes where it had been approved, and we'll need to approve those. One is Cottle Lane West, and the other one is Main Street Braywick. We had no approval in the minutes on those. So if we could get approval, we could add.
Motion.
Second. Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
Yes.
Mr. Masterson.
Yes.
Mr. Quayle.
Yes.
Unanimous.
That's all I have. I'm working on the annual report every day. Making recycling, all the quantities are up. We're recycling more and more and more all the time. And it's really looking good as far as annual report goes.
What's the status on the big baler?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
They poured concrete. The city is constructing a 48 by 100 foot building with 14-foot overhead doors. They roughed in the plumbing and poured the concrete this week. And the first of next week, they ought to start going up with the walls. The big horizontal baler that we bought with the grant is in Louisville waiting to be delivered. As soon as they can get a lid on that building, we'll get that delivered. They'll start putting the sorting mezzanine up that we got from Duca. It's really looking good. Once we get that baler in, we can handle about anything.
Has Springfield started picking up any cardboard again yet, or are they still?
They just started the last few days. They were down.
I've had a few phone calls about it.
Yeah, they've started back.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what's gonna happen there because the recycling center in Springfield has been in the warehouse over off of 555, and they're gonna be moving to the old county barn site. And they're not gonna have a whole lot of room at this new location. But of course, at the warehouse, the recycling center over there right now is paying $4,000 a month rent. And that'll all go away, so I mean, they need to move. But I don't know how that's gonna affect our cardboard pickup, because they do about 50 or 52 businesses without our inmates in this county. But we're gonna take care of it one way or another. Judge Darty and I have talked about it, and we're gonna take care of the cardboard. If they elect not to do it anymore, you know, as long
long as they do it, it's fine. But we can't not do that. That's a service that has been offered to the people, and even though it costs the fiscal court a little money, because normally they would throw the cardboard in the dumpster and then we pick it up and we get money for taking it to landfill. It's the right thing to do, or recycling. So we might have to at some point absorb that, but we'll do it. We can do it for the bailiff.
The most we recycle, the less we take the barge down. It's good. I said, the more we recycle, the less we take the barge down.
Oh, yeah.
So it's safe.
It's kind of a wash.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. I mean, it's hard to put a pencil to whether you make money on recycling or not, but at best it's a wash because of the cost of oil. I mean, you don't have to transport it, we don't have to pay for disposal, we don't have the labor involved in it, so.
Sounds good.
We'll work it out.
Sounds good. Thank you, Keith.
Already think about it.
Now,
Thanks,
the 911 meeting, that's next week,
911 meeting will be next,
Wednesday.
February 8th at 3 p.m. Yes, here in this room.
Yeah.
Now, the next fiscal court meeting, I won't be here because I'm going to be attending an environmental conference for one day on the 16th in Lexington. And I really need that. I've got federal and state certifications that I have to have continuing education units on. And I get some of them at that conference. I was the president of the conference back in '96. So I'm able to get some CEUs.
All right. Sounds good.
Robbie's not here tonight. I would like to go back up to item number 6. I just skipped over it here, and it kind of relates to Kay in her reports. Consider approval for the purchase of an animal control vehicle. There's a couple that I know Kay's looked at, and undecided upon which one to purchase. Like I say, we're down to one vehicle at the animal shelter, and we're in need of one pretty bad. So we have a 2006 Chevy Tahoe for $10,900, and then we've got a 2013 Dodge Grand Caravan. Okay, do you want to comment on what you might possibly would prefer of the two? SUVs everybody knows they're hard to find, and they are. But they're, for what Kay does, they're very, very good for that, for the application. So, you know.
Personally, I think we need a four-wheel drive. Places ran out of it. But that's just not really.
You gonna give some driving lessons out there?
The lady at the farm, Wilson, Misha Wilson,
This,
it's a for sale by owner out there that Craig seen it out there on the road, and Kay went and looked at it, and I went and looked at it myself. It's a really clean vehicle, and the van is also, you know, it's kind of up to whatever.
What is it, the town?
what about, can the third row seating, can that be moved? Because where you transport animals, is that,
It can be taken
they
out.
can be
Yeah.
removed? Because you need,
Right, we took it out of the expedition.
that gives you enough room to put your cages back there or whatever.
Plenty of room, height.
Yeah, it's got the, I actually got one from the old car we had.
Sunroof work?
Oh, I don't know, I didn't see what happened.
I don't think it's got one.
That's what, it
It's
says
listed.
on here it's got one.
Does it got one?
It's gonna turn the
Yeah, it
switch
does.
off.
Don't open it up, all right, so let's leave it closed. So your preference is the,
Which, will there be tax and stuff on top of that, or how's that for the?
We're exempt from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might not be if you buy it through the county.
Through the county it is.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to pay sales tax.
Transfer on the road.
so you want the Tahoe? Four-wheel drive. What should we call this vehicle?
Going rough.
Need approval up to $10,915. Motion.
Second.
Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
Mr. Wicker, Yes. Mr. Masters.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, guys.
The other ones, are they going, both the wrecked vehicles, are they already gone, or are they going?
The Tahoe was county barn, I think Jimmy wanted it, and then the other one I saw hauling out of town the other day, so I guess it's just.
We just went and got it to see if there was anything we could do to fix it, but the frame's bent and there's not,
Well, I mean,
we'll just have to surplus it, I
I was
guess.
just gonna say, what do we do with it? Make sure the emblems are gone.
Yeah.
Paint over them, tape them off, what are you gonna do?
We need to make it mandatory.
What, did the insurance take the other one, the one that hauled away?
Yeah.
They took it, okay.
Do we have any coverage on it, or is it just liability?
Yeah, just make sure,
needs some
'cause
driving lessons.
after last
It wasn't
time.
worth turning, it wasn't even worth turning in over.
What about the radios? Are they, does it have radios?
I got it out, the only had the one in the expedition, I got it out.
Got anything we can use?
Now, there is a radio in the, Tahoe, but it quit working on it, pick up with the jail. So did it go into the police department? And they said it was so old that if we got caught using it, it was a fine, so I figured it's not worth going around.
I don't know whether it'd be a fine, but if it don't, you're only gonna have 2 vehicles anyway, right? At this time? So you got the one out of the other vehicle, it still works.
Everything else okay at the shelter?
And
Thank you, Kate.
Thank you, Kay, for
Okay.
coming.
we'll, Jimmy's gonna go down and get that hay and everything picked up for you, Kay. So we'll work on that this week too, so.
Myron, you have anything? Probably wouldn't hurt to.
Oh, let me look into it.
Yeah, just hold off on that one. Whatever you guys as far as emergency management.
No, I don't have anything other than that.
Okay,
Trying to catch up on my paper.
good deal. All right. Thank you, Byron. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, sir.
Mr. Adams?
Under old business, new business, item A is consider approval to the adjusted emergency equipment removal of the Raywick tire. We had some stuff on the tire before that we had the issue with them raising the rent. We found a different place. The gentleman that was going to take it off, if we had put it on his tire, would have been the same amount, but since he's going to remove it and we're going to put it somewhere else, it was a larger amount than we originally thought, so that's what that is. So we need a motion to pay that.
Need to make a motion on it or just pay it with the bills? In
Exactly.
addition, how you,
Make a motion in addition to the bills.
all right. We ready to pay the bills? Is that the only one we got?
No, we got another one here too.
All right.
Item B, consider approval of transfer of funds to the detention center.
Yeah. Motion.
Second.
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
Mr. Ware.
Yes.
I would like to give you an update on the Career Center from the meeting I went to Monday morning. Tom Lund, John Thomas, and Judge Settles in Washington County did attend the meeting at Lincoln Trail. And at the meeting, it's what they did is just a proposal on what the ad district would support at our Career Center. Nothing definite to really, we're just speculating what they might do, but the proposal was really in favor of Marion County, so I think our efforts are being heard. Hopefully we'll get what they propose and be able to continue to have the Career Center. So there's not a date that I can tell you. They're going to let us know whether or not they accepted the proposal. I don't think anybody knows that. It's just kind of a day by day. I've talked to Mr. Higdon a lot here in the last few days, and he's keeping me in touch on what he knows. So that's where we are on that. So
Think you're gonna
hopefully,
get any help from Frankfurt?
well, it's a possibility. You know, they, like I say, it's just a proposal, and it'll help us if we get all that they're proposing. Then Marion County will get some programs that we haven't had up there before, which will be really good. So I hope that that's what happens. It will be fine if that happens. So nobody really can give you an answer though. It's kind of the bad part about it.
Back up, Judge, to this, that additional bill. What was the original? I know that's more than, what,
That's what I was,
huh?
We had-
That's what he was gonna do to start with.
mhm.
and then, is that the number 3505?
330598.
Okay, I need glasses. There's some reason why, he had some kind of a reason why it went from 1,000 to 3,300?
Well, because we were originally gonna, lease the space on his
Yeah.
tire, and he was,
I've got hired to take it down after.
got
we
hired
lose
to take
the
it
space.
down, yeah.
So we're still going on his tire, but not leasing space, is that
We're
true?
going at,
Not going on his tire.
No, we're not
Oh,
going,
I
no.
thought the last time we talked, we were going back up
I
there.
think something was going on there temporarily, wasn't it?
yeah, but Marion, the water tire out here is where we're going.
That's where we're going. Okay. 'cause the
Which
last time-
we've, you know, the microwave was, had been damaged, and that's part of it. There's not, we haven't got one back in yet, so we're waiting on to get that before we can put it back up.
The damage part, the insurance,
Exactly, the
pay for
insurance is
that,
gonna
right?
take care of that, but,
so it is going to the water tire.
yes, sir.
Has he already done this work?
He's done part of it, but he hasn't put the microwave back up because we don't have it yet, so we're waiting to,
So he does still have to
Do
put
we
the other
need to wait till he
equipment
Oh,
completes
yeah.
this work?
I would,
Exactly.
I would suggest waiting until he
Yeah.
performs
we'll
the work.
definitely wait till,
He doesn't have them put in on his tire at this time?
he's got the Raywick tire on his at this time. The Raywick that the part that, yeah,
But
he put it there, but nothing for us.
Oh, the Raywick Fire,
Raywick Fire is on there, that's it.
oh, because I
back.
was
Also go
confused.
to the other tire, to the water tire?
He might leave it on his, he don't know yet. We don't know, we haven't decided if it's working good enough for Raywick yet or not. They're determining whether it's gonna be the right spot, so.
But ours is not back up yet.
Nope.
Okay, because I was confused, because I knew he
So-
had something on his.
Mhm.
We're not paying that bill until we get,
Exactly, till
complete.
it's completed, yeah. We're waiting on the microwave, so.
So do we need to approve, not pay that bill, just needs to be,
Until it's,
but we don't need to make a
Do you
motion
have a
to
time
add it.
frame or anything on it, or?
We don't need to add it to the bills, what I'm saying. It just needs,
approval to pay it. The change of, it went from 1,000 to 3,300,
yeah, but pay it when the work's done.
exactly, is what we need.
Okay.
My understanding, if you'd have got somebody else to do it, it would have been a lot more money than that.
Yeah.
There's not a lot
Well,
of people that climb tires and do those
Plus,
kind of jobs.
it's in
so.
two different locations now, which would make it more, you know,
Yeah.
before they're both gonna be the same location. And, I was just confused as to what was going where.
Yeah.
Okay. Clear as mud. All right.
Item number C is on the agenda is, we recently had some delinquent sanitation collections, has been going on for about a year now and has been very successful. It's been almost a year since the first initial bills were put out, so we'd like to give a couple more weeks for those that have not complied with the process. And after that, we're going to go to our next step as far as getting the letters out and possibly putting it in the paper to try to make another attempt to collect our delinquency. So, like I say, 2 more weeks, and I think we're going to get a list together and get it to Lisa and proceed on with that. If that's okay with you guys to do that.
Good.
Does anybody else have anything else?
I do want to use some of my community project money, since we've put electric and everything there at the lookout. And I'm going to work with this gentleman. I've got one quote from him, and I'm looking at another quote as well. I'd like to approve up to $2,000. I think it'll come in under that, to go ahead and try to get some cameras there for the lookout, permanent type of cameras. We looked at doing a satellite type system, but I think we'd be as well off to do a second camera versus spend the money to try to broadcast that back. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Add to that, we had $1,000 that to apply towards that also.
So I just need to use about 1,000 then.
Well, let me ask a question, you're saying you don't know what the quote's gonna be? Is there some reason why you want it before you get the quote, or I'm just curious?
Well, I've got a quote here. I've got a quote,
Okay.
for the camera and then also for the conduit and the housing and things. But what he told me, he can probably come in a little bit cheaper with the second camera and try to use the same recorder and everything. But our big issue is up there on where we're gonna mount them, where we're gonna mount everything that nobody can tear up.
You got a ways to keep them from shooting them and everything.
Sure, I'm gonna put you up there since you're 24/7. You'll be like Barney Fife
I've got
up
a lot of
there.
different places I gotta go. I can tell you when I can be there.
I mean, they could still
Had to
shoot
miss
them. I
one
mean,
this past week.
we kept it pretty nice up there for a while, but they've realized it's not under surveillance and they've even taken the signs, so.
So you want $1,000, is that, since he said something, is that,
Yeah, if Jimmy's got 1,000 to use, then I'm gonna use 1,000 of my, or hopefully come in under that, but I'm gonna go up to 1,000 of my community project
okay,
money.
second that motion.
Thank you.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes,
Mr. Wick?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Unless any of
motion,
the other ones wanna pitch in on that, then I wouldn't use 1,000.
I'm all right.
I'd like to, but I'm
I'm
gonna leave it
okay.
alone right now.
We'll see how that
We need
works.
to get bills paid.
We'll see how that works, and we have to put some more of it.
All right.
Motion to pay the bills with the additions, and, I guess that includes paying for the removal of the tire at the proper time.
Okay.
Day when installation is
Yeah.
complete
Yeah.
and water tower.
Yeah.
Second.
Yes,
Mr. Quinn? Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Wick?
Yes.
Unanimous.
nothing else? MTA?
Good to see you again, Judge.
Thank you.